Well, hello and welcome to the stream. If you can hear me, say hello. Fantastic. So it looks like we're ready to get started today. So let's just continue from where we left off. I think we completed a couple of little side missions last time. Shall we jump into a main mission today? Okay, so let's open up our quest menu and we can see this is the one that's marked and it says go to Sunfall. Aloy explores the ancient ruins beneath the citadel and unravels the unbelievable truth of Project Zero Dawn. Evidence indicates that the facility where Elizabeth Sobeck worked on Project Zero Dawn lies buried beneath the citadel. So let's show it on the map. Oh boy, it's way out there. So let's see. This will be the nearest campfire, so let's fast travel to that. And I might take this on foot just so I can collect some supplies along the way.
This must be where Nassan was supposed to check in.
Here the old ones died.
Oh.
Let's not join them. Find her.
Ooh, close one. I thought maybe they were bad guys. All right, so let's head this direction. Don't look over here now. Don't look over here, Longleg. I don't want to talk to you right now. Machines to the left of me, machines to the right. Oh my goodness. Don't be so curious. Let's see. Oh, got plenty of those. Uh-oh. Okay, you see that up there? Did you see that in the sand? That is another rock breaker, and I am not ready to take care of that rock breaker. So I've got to stay far away from it, because if I don't, if I get anywhere in its arena, it's going to attack me. It is going to get me and get me good. Uh-oh. It's like it sees me already. Oh! It's shooting boulders at me. I got to get out of here. That is not safe. Let me run for my life. Oh no, I don't want to. Oh no. Now what do I have to deal with here? It looks like I've got to slide down this sort of... Okay. Just some plain old scroungers or scrappers here. What do we got? A scrap. Okay. Ooh, and there's a tall neck ahead too. I don't think I've gotten anyone. A bunny. Whoop. Yeah, boulders hurt. Yeah, they do. Okie dokie. Oh, coming up here. Cactus, yeah. There's lots of neat foliage here. What the? Oh, now one of those things? Woo-wee.
Never know when I might need these.
Almost got into a tangle over there, too. I'm just minding my own business, and these machines always starting up with me. What is that? It can't do the thing again, can it? No, it's those guys. All right. They're right on my tail. Let me get into cover. What now? Who is hollering out here? It looks like he's over this way. Let's go see what his deal is. No. Didn't I just hear somebody screaming for their life? Let's see. Well, I don't see anybody. I just see these guys. Alright, well. If you needed help, buddy, it's too late for you, because I'm not turning around to find you. I must be getting close to sunfall, right? Because we've got all of these pillars and whatnot here, so I must be getting close.
Sunfall. The Mad King Duran's summer palace. A bulwark of Carja might against the howling Forbidden West.
Thanks for the history lesson.
But they have no idea what lies beneath. We will learn much from this Aloy.
That's what I'm hoping.
Well, this seems like a bad idea.
I think I'm in the clear.
Okay. I guess since we're here in Sunfall, we'll talk to the green exclamation points as we go. Who is this?
Strange illnesses, sudden deaths, weird disappearances.
She's very pale. Is she unwell?
Yes. She's a fighter, but the fever on her won't lift. It only burns hotter. Her name is Shiana, my sister.
Isn't there anyone in Sunfall who can help?
We're refugees. We know our place. And there's only one healer in the territory. He's difficult. His soul is in shadow.
His soul is in shadow.
Galiv. That's him. He's very clever, but he has little care for people. Perhaps the desert scoured it all away. Perhaps he was always like that. Either way, I know he won't help us.
Well, I'll see about that. Where would I find him?
Last I heard, he was patching up soldiers at Blazon Arch. Another border battle.
I saw this child yesterday in camp. I could have counted each of her ribs through her skin.
All
Interesting.
these Outlander mercenaries have a mean look about them. Were I a traitor, I'd be pretty uneasy.
I fear this ceasefire is a ruse. Avad's a murderer after all. Are we to take him at his word?
I used to see Ufit sharing his rations with the children in the camp.
Would you like to buy something today? You'll regret not stopping when you're in the thick of it.
Appreciate these brief moments of sunshine. Who knows how long they'll last?
What do you got, Mr. Merchant Man? Let's see. Darn, I still don't have what I need for that. A bellowback heart. Alright, what do you got in the weapons world here? A war bow, sharp shot bow. Let's see. Ooh, I might like this one. I'm going to replace my other hunter bow. There we go. And let's see. I think I'll replace my other sharp shot bow too. There we go. That's nice.
The submarine. Proud tradition.
It's not a decent meridian. At least.
Time. I'm sure it wasn't.
The sun ring. That seems nice.
Now we get to see if your attack on their focus network was entirely successful.
What are you talking about? Did I crash the network or not?
Success. Welcome to the Citadel, Aloy. I'll check back with you in a moment. In the meantime, circulate.
Perhaps the ceasefire will boost morale in some.
I mean, she's basically in enemy territory, right?
If you
So,
want to hear about today's bounties, head for the throne room. You're not going to make any shards by standing out here.
bounties.
I'll take the shards, even if it means having to listen to Bahavas.
I hear the Shadow Cards are looking for one of their own. Should pay well.
We should go see what the bounties are for.
By the glory of the sun revealed. Behold, radiant Edaman, the one true Sun King, the light in shadow, whose will is light and whose light is law!
I command Lucius Bahavas to speak in my behalf.
By the will of radiant Edaman does the sun glare down mercilessly upon the traitor Uthid. To the hunter who brings his head to us shall go a bounty of 500 shards.
More prisoners than royalty, don't you think? Love your hair. You and I need to chat, little huntress. The green tent down in Shadowside. I'll be waiting.
Kind of busy.
We both know you're no killer for hire. Uthid is innocent. So come see me while there's still time to save him.
So, the way in I spoke of is right behind you.
You've got to be kidding.
Not at all. And you needn't worry about the Kestrels. They'll be too busy acting important to pay attention to you.
First time in the Citadel, gotta see the sun ring from on high.
Well, the Kestrels.
Ha! They want us to see this, boy. It makes quite an impression.
This is insane.
The balustrade. It's a short drop from there.
The balustrade. What's a balustrade?
If he can't stay true, what hope
If
is
you're
there?
gonna watch some slaughter, this is the place to do it.
Well,
I
that's
don't like
not a
heights.
balustrade, is it?
You worry me, boy.
Is this the balustrade? Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, a little hopping here. Oh, oh! No, I don't think I was supposed to do that. Oh well, it's too late now. Can I get back up there? Okay, thank goodness I can get back up here. Kind of. Oh, I need to go down here. Fair enough.
The other side of the tower. Look for a vent.
You crazy? Are you crazy there, Let's see. Is it... What do you mean the other side of the tower? Okay. Other side of the tower. What tower is he talking about? Am I supposed to go in through the top? What is he saying here? What do you mean the other side of the tower? Can I get up higher? The other side of the tower. Look for a vent. Has to be down here, right? Oh, no, I died. That's not right, is it? I don't think that's right. What are you saying to me, Silence? What do you want me to do?
First time in the Citadel, gotta see the sun ring from on high.
The balustrade. It's a short drop from there.
They want us to see.
I guess this is a balustrade, so
Impression.
the short drop from there.
Nothing is
Ugh. Alright, here we go again. Alright, now I'm here. I need a vent. What would you do if you were me? What would you do? I am lost.
The other side of the tower. A weak spot in the wall.
Is this it, Silence, right here? Oh, you jerk.
You've been here before.
That's not a vent.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say.
Thank you. That's what a
I've shown you
balustrade
the
is.
way
Thank
in,
you.
But this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining.
Oh.
Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence.
Yeah.
I didn't ask you along for the ride.
All right, here we go. Well, that was easier than I thought it would be.
I'm heading down.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure. As year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Malfunction. 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 Malfunction.
Kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Sobeck here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
I underestimated. Too bad now
Uh-oh.
Guess you can't have everything.
that will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
Okay, we are boned. Alright, so let's see. We just need to keep moving this direction.
To Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
So, what was this room?
An entrance hall, perhaps.
I'm just going to look at that really quick because it might have a code in it. Nope.
Have a look around.
We need support 2. ZD candidates arrived at facility. Human translators. Oh dear. This is kind of interesting though. Reception staff continues to require additional support managing ZD candidates. That's Zero Dawn, I assume. When they arrive at the facility, many are frightened or confused. Some are highly agitated. These are not the sort of persons who are accustomed to having information withheld from them. At minimum, we need human translators. The language bots are not sufficient, and mild sedatives for the extreme cases. Any and all support would be welcome. Perhaps you could start by responding to one of these mails. Okay. You would not climb? I hear
Take
that.
a seat and wait for your name to be called. A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
Oh.
Smaller room.
So this is the Zero Dawn facility where they brought all the people that were going to help create it. Soundproofing. Would it be possible to improve the soundproofing between VR1 and the lounge area? Most of the candidates stay quiet during the presentation, but the ones who scream or sob can be plainly heard by candidates waiting their turn in the lounge. Just a thought. Oh, man. So, I guess they're getting bad news, right?
Proceed into viewing room 1 for an important message regarding the purpose of your visit.
Restock or else. For the 5th time, please restock the lounge's selection of herbal teas. If I have to listen to one more egghead throw a tantrum because we're out of the organic cucumber mint or blackberry sage varietals, I'm going to lose it. Please respond, and this time no tempest in a teapot or steep demand jokes, okay? Okay, fair enough. Alright, I guess that's everything in here. Okay.
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Yeah.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret superweapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a superweapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. And here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating. Waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. Zero Day. The day that life on Earth ceases to exist is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
I guess that's why they needed sedatives.
It doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it. Castrils. They got in. Through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this?
Accurate, yes.
Two?
So these mechanical monstrosities, they don't just kill people. They feed off them. Not just people, all organic matter. Not just people, all organic matter. Every living thing. Millennia of evolution liquefied. The miracle of life produced some bloody biofuel. No, Doctor. Please. Tell him Tom Pike wants a word. Now, get off! Get off! Doctor, please! Doctor, please! You get Ted Pharaoh in here!
Yeah, I would want to kick Ted Pharaoh's ass too. I mean, who
Quickly! Baby, crush the enemy!
They're treating me like I'm Ted Pharaoh. Oh, I'm up against an energy field. I didn't realize that. Huh. I guess I have to go back this way. There's a lot of data here. That's why I'm not just leaving out. You know what I mean?
Here we are!
I think it'd be nice to get that information. Let me try this one. How do you like this one, buddy? Oh, you did not like that at all.
The data points, what did they contain?
Oh, there it goes. Okay. So let me go back to these data points. Oh, Travis Tate.
What's discuss? So Mama, she was right.
Pardon?
My mother, she took her back real serious. Not just Texas Bubble serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelations. Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, there was always end times this and a lake of fire that, all kind of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke?
A tobacco cigarette.
Sorry, darling. My taste run classic. Compliments to your team tracked me down. Been a price on my head 18 months now. Sterling Malky was me, don't mind admitting. Been plenty of snakesters chasing the bounty, too. But I kept the zigging to their zag. How'd you finger me?
I believe Dr. Sobek listed you as an alpha candidate. Priority snatch and grab.
Always suspected she had a little thing for me. Hey, I don't suppose you got real coffee in this place. You know, blood coffee? Conflict cappuccinos?
Mr. Tate, I'm clearing you to proceed. Just go.
Huh. Travis Tate is a hacker.
Previously worked for Faro Automated Systems.
On the chariot line self-replication routines. I came here thinking this was a rendition. When your people took me, I thought, about time. I've been trying to swallow the guilt every day since...
Would you like to take a moment?
No, I really hoped Zero Dawn was a way to undo it all. My work. And I'm sorry to say I was ever proud of it, but Ted could really sell a concept, and in the labs, in the light of creation, that first test run, when you saw they understood their own structures, could rebuild themselves from memory and light, there were no limits. God, there were no limits.
Okay, so I guess they brought him in because since he made it, he would know how to break it or fight it or use it to a better end, maybe? I don't know. Here we go. Counselor guidelines. Candidates must be allowed to ask questions and be given the necessary time to fully absorb the information they've received. It is important to be aware that candidates have just been exposed to triggers for severe mental and emotional trauma. Do not assume silence or outward calmness indicates acceptance. It is essential to stress that all other options for combating the Pharaoh plague and preserving the continuation of human life have been considered and found unworkable. Communicate this fact calmly but clearly and firmly. Familiarize yourself with data on the catastrophic environmental impact of nuclear engagements versus the swarm, Addendum B1, and unfeasibility of maintaining life in orbital, lunar, or undersea structures, Addendum C1, C2, and C3, so that you can counter candidates' objections in depth. If a candidate asks for time alone to review supplementary information, allow this without hesitation. Be sure to inform security personnel so the candidate can be monitored for attempts at self-harm. Candidates should only be cleared to proceed to Presentation 2 if you believe their mental state is sufficiently stable. Note that real-time support will be available via your focus. Security and medical crisis teams are data corrupted. Okay. What else is back here? There we go.
Look, let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious. And it's not gonna fly. I mean, literally. Remember the Odyssey? That multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since '57? That went nowhere real slow. And you have to get somewhere real fast. Do you have any idea the immensity of the challenge to prep a new colony ship in time?
To be clear, I'm not a worker on the project.
Do you even understand how few people it could save? The whole generation ship concept is not gonna happen. It's the first thing you'd abandon in favor of embryonics. For that kind of storage, we're talking a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. So even if you do it, even if you build it and point it at Sirius X, there's no room for people on that thing, all right?
If you could try to remain calm.
You people are crazy if you think you're getting off this rock. No one's getting off.
Medical.
I guess he was not one of the stable ones, right? So, sorry, buddy. Looks like you're staying on planet Earth. Now, anything else? I'm so sorry about that noise. I guess that's it for this room, so let's go back through here.
CD02 data intact. Initiating playback.
Elizabeth Sobek.
You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world, and most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
The whole Earth destroyed, but then remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this. For life. For us. But why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how did it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot? Why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the archive of knowledge, what happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
Make your selection. You are now in possession of the information regarding the true nature and purpose of Project Zero Dawn. Classified far above top secret, as such, we regret that you cannot be allowed to leave this facility. There are 3 options available to you at this point. Please consider each carefully. Trained counselors are standing by to assist you in making your choice. 1. Participation. You will be assigned to a sub-project team based on your area of expertise. You should be aware that the way forward will be difficult and the project's outcome is uncertain. You will be expected to work a minimum of 80 hours per week, and your communications with family members will be strictly limited and monitored in real time. Upon successful completion of the project, you and your immediate family, or 2 persons of your choosing, will be transferred to the Elysium sealed habitat to live out the remainder of your natural lives. Indefinite detention. Should you choose to decline participation in Project Zero Dawn, you will be confined indefinitely. You will be given 48 hours to reconsider, after which your decision to refuse participation will be considered irrevocable. Every reasonable effort will be made to make your term of confinement as comfortable as possible, but you will not be permitted contact with the outside world, and death within 18 months due to the Pharaoh Plague is inevitable. When the Zero Dawn facility is abandoned, detainees who wish not to opt for the medical euthanasia will be released. 3. Medical euthanasia. The information you have just received understandably calls into question the purpose of continuing to live. If you would prefer to end your life at this point, pain-free medical euthanasia is available. A 48-hour waiting period is required, during which time you may instead opt for participation or confinement. Please notify a counselor when you are ready to make your choice, or if you have further questions. Youch. Okay.
Of course I'll do it. To be given the opportunity to rebuild what the damage that I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
It is to me. Dr. Sobek, Margot, they were smart to get out of Pharaoh when they did, but not one of us took it as a warning sign. It just told ourselves that we're cut out for the BTRI cabals. That's the better than rapid innovation. Better at competing, better than the next guy, a better killing machine. It's just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom. I'm done with that life. I mean, I will work hard, twice as hard to earn this, for my family to have a place in Elysium. I never thought that there could be atonement.
Okay, Brad. It's your big chance for atonement. What's happening back here?
Of course I'll do it.
Oh, that's the one I just
did. To be given the opportunity to rebuild what the damage that of course I'll do it.
No.
Of course I'll do it.
Let's stop that one.
To be given the opportunity to rebuild what the damage that of course I'll do it.
Why, Brad? I don't want to. I'll come back to him in a minute.
The damage.
Let me go see if there's anybody else to listen to real quick.
I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
All right, Brad.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
It is to me. Dr. Sobek, Margot.
There it is.
Is he to make sure I behave this time?
Security, for your protection. Would you like to discuss how you're feeling?
Sure. I'll tell you. Surprised. No, flabbergasted. Like my old man would say, flabbergasted. That vein pumping in his forehead. I thought you people were just completely underprepared for a spaceflight project. But now I can see it's worse. Much worse. Sobek is a total fantasist, a dangerous fantasist. He's kind of blue skying. It's... Jesus. I'm sorry we wasted each other's time. I'm ready to leave now.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Everything you're talking about here isn't possible.
I recommend you read the documents regarding your options.
I've seen enough. I'm getting out of here. What did you... You know... Get your hands off me!
Okay, now what's in here? Oh, no, it's the same one. That's weird.
To make sure I behave this time?
Maybe it's in case you missed the first one.
For your protection.
These will keep.
Intruder! Get her!
Whatever you do, don't die now.
Thanks. Oh no, it's... I just stood there and let him kill me. Like a ninny. Like a big ninny. Dodge, dodge, weave, dodge and weave. We've already listened to all these guys, so... Let's see. You know what? I'm going to change up my weapons a little bit. Give me a second. Let's see. Where's my yes, that's what I want. I don't need the rope caster, not up against any big machines. Oop. Oh, well, that'll have to do.
Intruder! Get her!
Found him!
Whatever you do, don't die now.
it would help if I hit him, right? Oh, yes, it would help a lot if I actually hit them. I feel like this arrowhead is made out of cotton. Why is it not doing? Okay. There we go.
Power's down.
Is there another route?
I've done this before. Just need my focus.
Oh, jeez. Now what? Okay. Oh, it's Travis Tate again.
Now, those lame FBI black hats at Mockingbird back in the day, I enjoyed schooling them. But maybe I went in too hard on this poor counselor. She was cute, and just going down a checklist after all. Couldn't expect her to see how ridiculous Zero D's ambitions are. God's own budget thrown at a kid playing with a hologram sculptor? Palms up, honey. I'm just calling it like it is. Hey, look, Mom, I'm making nature. Now, if nature is so important, why not let nature take its course? Extinction? That's natural. Zero Dawn? No, ma'am, that ain't. Heck, it's so unnatural it'd be called an abomination back home, and you know it. That's why you're hiding it. Meanwhile, my little honey of a counselor, she's munching the inside of her cheek. Bad habit. She chewed one of her nails, too, just one. Not your day, was it, little sweet pea? Saw her quota slipping away. Said, I assume you intend to decline the assignment, Mr. Tate. You kidding me? 18 months hard labor in exchange for 30 years lounging around Elysium watching porn? Sign me up.
Well, at least he has his priorities straight. Oh, Tom Page.
I hashed it out with them, what the point of Artemis was. I made it clear I wasn't on board for a global zoo. We haven't exactly proved ourselves to be great custodians in the past few thousand years. So the idea of a reconstituted biosphere, well, it's horrifying, isn't it? A complete horror show. We have no right to take a best guess at this stuff. But the alternative? Nothingness. For there to have been all this and then nothing. And with Charles Ronson running the show, I respect him. He's got a passion to him. He's hot-blooded. So I said I'll do it. I'll put my all into this, literally. When the project is done, I'll take the medical option, thank you. Counselor said I might change my mind. I told him that he didn't know me very well then. For life's sake, I'll do the dirty work. But I want no part of this pathetic attenuated future on offer. I'm an outdoors man. Never did like the feel of solid-state lighting on my skin. And a wee bit of a claustrophobe, anyway.
Fair. Nothing in here. Is this where I came from? Now I'm getting confused. Yep, that's where I came from. This is where I'm going to. Okay. Oh.
Zero Dawn. It is art, in a way. An expression on the grandest scale. But there is so much unfairness. Why was I chosen? Was it decided by committee? By algorithm? My family will be saved because I happen to graduate in art history? Is this right?
Dr. Sauvé? Christina Sauvé?
Yes. I met a man, another historian. His fields are Bauhaus and the New Materialists. But he once attended one of my talks. Another unfair chance. of all the many people in that auditorium that we should both be here now. And yet, I feel more accepting of my fate. No, it is not fair, not at all. But for the sake of my family, for the sake of art. Art is alive. It must be able to speak from beyond history and echo in the future, not perish into oblivion. This opportunity, I must do this.
Already heard that one. Okay. So now I just have to restore power to this door. Down here. Okay.
Here we go. Another one of these. Need to find the right configuration.
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out. Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay?
Everything is
Somehow,
reversed.
he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
Everything is reversed. So this one goes to the right. This one goes down. This one goes to the right. And up and to the left. Up and to the left. Is that right? Almost. So, let's see. This one must be the one that goes left. This must be the one that goes up. This must be the one that goes to the right. Already there. And this one must go down. And then finally, this one goes to the right. Did that do it? Oh no. Huh. No. What am I doing wrong? Down. Right. Left. Ding, ding, ding. Well, maybe these ones actually go the way they show. So maybe these ones aren't backwards, but the other ones are.
Done. I should check the door nearby.
Let's see. It's gonna make me do the other one, isn't it? No, it worked. Okay. Did it work? It did. Oh, okay. There we go. Alright, here we go.
Found one. Looks intact. That should do the trick. Now let's get that door open.
This is the one that's in reverse. So this goes down, to the right, up, to the left. No, you go up. You go to the left. And then the last one goes down. I hate these puzzles. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so here we go. There's that. This one is to the right. This one is up. Good. To the right. And then finally down. Last one is down. Right? Up. Left. Up. Up, left, up. Right. How did I manage that? Why? Why? Oh, I hate these things. Right, up. Right. I am spatially challenged in case you haven't noticed, and I am... Oh, I see. This one has to be up. So, down. Left. Down. No. Yes. Right. Why? Help me, Andy. Help me. What am I doing wrong here? So these are backwards. So I'd want to flip it, right? So the top one would be... Oh. Down. Left. I see. I'm double negativing it. Okay. Left. Up. Derp. Okay, I see what I'm doing wrong. Right.
That did it.
Okay.
Door should have power.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
So sorry. So sorry. That is how bad I suck at puzzles. Oh, here we go. Oh, shoot.
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid
contact. You don't know either?
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
Help me!
Should be better.
Oh, I'm swimming? I have an even bigger door to take care of, I see. Come on out where I can see you, buddy. I think I have to go up there. Maybe I can draw him out to me. Do you want to come out here and kill me or what? You gonna... There he goes.
That's the last of them.
Uh-oh.
Or not.
It's not that simple. So you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, heuristics, that stuff. Well, designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burn a guy with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. To empower Gaia to build the robots.
Room's clear. For a moment, anyway.
Then get moving. You have to find Gaia.
Okay, so I have to go over and look at this holo projector.
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. You probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots, and not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So,
Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulations, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it.
Which part? It's a little technical at places.
If Gaia was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack people?
Perhaps it loves some forms of life more than others.
The derangement. The machines weren't always so angry.
True. Mostly they were docile until 10, 15 years ago.
For years, Hephaestus has been forcing cauldrons to make aggressive machines. I've seen it myself, in the cauldrons. Stalkers, Ravagers, the Thunderjaw. How could it do that? And why?
Why indeed?
From Elizabeth Sobeck to Margot Shen. Margot, if I doubted your brilliance in the slightest, I wouldn't have picked you as the Hephaestus Alpha. You need to stop worrying about your age and communication style. You are who you are. Have confidence in yourself. You know what you're doing. Case in point, the latest draft of your plan for the construction and stocking of bootstrap silos to store raw materials is excellent. This combined with your design for the AM Foundry core and the Foundry site selection plan add up to a comprehensive plan. It's time to start construction. One detail, consult with Ayomide Okilo before you finalize the silo inventories. Hephaestus's first task will be to fabricate the robots that will construct the waveform broadcast towers Minerva will use to transmit the deactivation codes. So any exotic materials needed for the tower should be accounted for in the inventory plan. Elizabeth. Okay. Well, moving on. Anything else in here that we need to read? So how about that? So that story, this part of the story that we're reading about now is going to be the basis for the Netflix series. So that'll be kind of interesting. Hoping they do a good job on it and they don't botch it.
I think this is it. Elizabeth Sobeck's office. But it's sealed off. There's got to be a way inside.
Keep looking.
More Eclipse.
Careful now.
What other weapons do I have? Well, I guess I can use this.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world, ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third, the transferal and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. Not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome, and let us begin.
Encapsulated DNA. And the winner is Encapsulated DNA from Samini Ebaji to Elizabeth Sobek. Over the past 10 days, I performed an exhaustive review of data storage solutions, magnetic, optical, quantum, even that eternity tech that FAS was shilling a year or so ago. But every other solution has one or more fatal shortcomings. Too heavy to transport, too massive to install in the allotted space, too power intensive over the centuries, too prone to failure past 300 to 400 years, etc. Encapsulated DNA will easily hold the 40 plus zettabytes we're projecting for Apollo. There are still many details to finalize, of course. To start with, we need to select the inert material in which we'll embed the molecules, already testing 16 candidate materials, as well as design and fabricate the power systems and sealed reliquaries that will keep the DNA at negative 18 degrees Celsius for 1,000 plus years. So long as I assure you that it didn't factor into my decision, may I confess that I deem it entirely fitting, indeed propitious, that we will be using the very building blocks of life to preserve human knowledge from mechanized extinction? It's not just ironic, but heroic. Life is the hero, beating back the forces of oblivion. In any case, much to do. Until next time, peace be with you, Samina. Okay. So is this the office? Maybe. I guess I need to get downstairs, is that right? Oh, there's the stairs. I know they're going to be down here waiting for me. This is a long one, right? Sorry about that. Apollo update. From Samina Ebaji to Elizabeth Sobek. Over the past 2 months, the full benefit of our procurement of a copy of the Homer archive from Far Zenith has made itself known, and as a result, all of Apollo's key deliverables are on schedule. Apollo has already surpassed 40 million discrete data entries and continues to grow. The physical science modules are effectively complete, with soft science modules close behind. World history, cultural data, and media archives are also on schedule. Language preservation is wrapping up a bit ahead of schedule due to falling short of our goal to preserve 4,500 languages. I suppose the tragic early loss of Papua New Guinea doomed that goal from the outset. Okay, with attendant curricula development about to begin. Speaking of the heuristic curricula, they are performing well in testing, with children and adolescents demonstrating high levels of engagement with and trust in the Aristotle and Aspasia personae. Personally, I find them highly engaging, especially when they debate. I wish half my professors had been so entertaining. Peace be with you, Samina. Yeah, there is a lot of reading. It's a lot of background and, backstory on what happened here.
find her so we can get out of this wretched place. Where's that shot from? Get eyes on him! Let none escape the shot. You cannot hide. I see him.
Oh, I'm stuck back here.
Fear the power of the shadow. Fall before the shadow.
Oh, you big chicken.
Here!
That's the last of them. Alone once more.
In what should have been a cave of wonders. Look around. See if anything is left.
Dr. Sobek, please archive this testimonial in Apollo. Cross-reference to all mentions of my name and Operation Enduring Victory. My name is General Aaron Harris. From 2060 to 2066, I served as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest-ranked officer of the United States Armed Forces. The tenure of my command included strategic planning and oversight of Operation Enduring Victory, a falsehood perpetrated on the civilian populations of the United States and other nations during the last 14 months of life on this planet. Before the Pharaoh Plague, I did my job and did it well. I was bold and decisive, crafty in political maneuvers. It wasn't an accident that I rose to my position and became the commander of the largest mechanized force ever assembled. But to what end? My only lasting achievement was the extinction of life on Earth. And my one redeeming act, if any, was to delay that extinction by days or weeks, by throwing more death at it. It is my hope that there will be no need for men like me in the world to come. If you are one of the people of that future world, listening to this message, please know that I am sorry. And that I wish you well. Sincerely, Aaron Harris.
Oh, okay, that opened the door. So we're heading towards Elizabeth's office now, I guess?
Welcome to Hades.
Oh.
Zero Dawn's extinction failsafe protocol. The ultimate killer app. Now, I know what you're thinking.
Glad I was
The purpose
old.
of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what? Just plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine you're Gaia, 200 years from now, and this new biosphere growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos, spinning top that won't stop wobbling. Now what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do. Which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocate it. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again. That's Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it. Extinction on demand. Death on speed dial. All for the greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal. So welcome to Hades. Welcome to the void.
Okay, so if that's the original purpose of Hades, why does it want me extinct?
We need more data.
And how does it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh Titan, getting worshipped by the Eclipse like some kind of god?
I'm learning as you are, Aloy. Keep searching.
Hades Protocol. Tate here, just popped 3 blues, but I earned it. Finally figured out a Goldilocks solution to Gaia's rather extreme executive authority. If that ain't worth 10 to 12 hours of dream time, what is? Before this, every usurpation? Yeah. Protocol I designed failed in simulation because it was either too hard or too soft. Too hard, and it degraded the Gaia core. Sure, it pried her figurative fingers off the figurative driving wheel so Hades could take control. But by breaking her fingers, sometimes her arms too. So that couldn't fly. Everything depends on Gaia taking control back after Hades has done its business. So we had to find a solution that didn't leave Gaia any worse for the wear. Too soft, and Gaia only pretended to relinquish control. In simulation after simulation, Hades would take command of the terraforming system and reverse operations, only to have Gaia lurking in the background, quietly re-reversing processes and falsifying telemetry to hide its interference. Sneaky. I swear ain't nothing Gaia wouldn't do to keep life going, even when it's just simulated plant life. Turns out the just right solution is to isolate Gaia in a protective code shell, preserving its integrity, then unseat it from command position so Hades can slip into the figurative captain's chair and work its magic. Those blues are coming on strong now, so I'm not really describing it so clear, but pretty sure it'll work. Yeah, those blues are plenty strongs. Guess it's time to sleep in bed. I'll back to it tomorrow, alligators. Okay, Travis. Okay, gonna keep moving here. Archive abuse. Oh, dear. It's to Tate. So Travis Tate is playing a prank. All right. I don't know if I need to read that whole one, but basically Travis is playing a prank because that's the kind of guy he is. He's a prankster.
Looks like the only way onwards.
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the Alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Rally Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances, but as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and perfection of servitors, to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components must and will proceed in tandem. To say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites around the world. So, si vous êtes prêts, let us begin.
FZ Chambers, from Patrick Brochard-Klein to Elizabeth Sobeck. The ectogenic chambers arrived 2 days ago. So ectogenic chambers are basically artificial wombs. I've spent the last 36 hours examining them and poring over technical documentation. They're a revelation, astonishing. I don't know what you had to give Far Zenith and Trade to get these chambers, but it was worth it. In a single leap, their embryologists have vaulted past 50 years of technological shortcoming. The risks of ECMO resolved. Nutrition delivery resolved. Hormonal stability resolved. 12 other risk areas resolved. Before I examined these chambers, I considered the Odyssey to be a fool's errand. But if the rest of FZ's technology is at this level, well, a human colony around Sirius doesn't seem so impossible after all. Mass fabrication of the chambers will present a number of challenges, but I'm confident they can be resolved. I'm going to rest for a few hours, then get back to it. Expect a fabrication plan within 48 hours. PBK. So Far Zenith you get to know more about in the next game. A lot more. This is an ectogenic chamber right there.
Are these what I think they are?
Oops, sorry.
Artificial wombs. Machines to spawn a new generation of human beings.
And that's why Aloy is motherless. So now we'll read that again. So, Cradle Servitor Personae. Developments of the artificial personae for cradle servitors, nurturers, disciplinarian, healer continues at a good pace. So those are like holograms, but with personalities. if you will. We are targeting Turing 0.4 for these constructs. This should allow low-grade empathy and limited improvisation without undermining adherence to codified behavior sets. The stimulus-driven switching of personae, however, is proving to be a greater software challenge than anticipated, especially concerning our entrenched feedback loops between the disciplinarian and the healer personae. I have also attached the reports from an incident where a servitor running the mother personae intervened on a disciplinarian servitor's behavior. A parental argument, if you will. Amusing on first glance, perhaps, but deeply concerning. I have attached a comprehensive plan for correcting these interactive protocol shortcomings in Just Data Corrupted. So the idea was when the infants were born, they would need somebody to care for them. And these artificial beings, intelligences, would be what cares for them. Cradle sealed. Eleuthia 01 was successfully sealed before the swarm advancing across Xinjiang province could detect it. Ping back from the crucial systems is good. For our maiden voyage, a success. Regards my disputes with the betas over zygote selection. Of course, I understand we have limited overhead to run simulations of gene flow in our future humans, but we can all agree there is margin for refinement in future cradle populations. DONC or DONC, I'm not sure what that means. In addition to personally overseeing completion of the Eleuthia 02 site inside Mount Namuli, I will formulate and propose a modified zygote selection plan within the week. Wow.
I'd have to ditch something.
Well, that's interesting. So there you go. So Eleuthia was the part of
Cradle facilities.
Yeah.
Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
All Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted Alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
Almost there. Ooh, almost there. Sorry it's taking so long. I think this is Elizabeth's office.
Us would benefit from antilopinae morphologies, though caprid forms show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sobek, as I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I've gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event.
Oh? And your assessment? Gaia?
Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence.
And yet,
I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe. Am I malfunctioning?
No, Gaia, you're not. This is good. It's very good. You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement.
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elizabeth, I detect distress.
Oh no. Screen is frozen?
Right? I'm fine. I realize that circumstances compel us to...
Here, let me know when your screen's not frozen again. Boy, this is taking forever. Let me know when you got it back up.
launcher.